Kapa Hawaiian FM at 100.3, 99.1, and online at kaparadio.com. Happy Aloha Friday, guys. It's Jazz here and another edition of the Kapa Cafe. Very excited to have my special guest with us this morning. 14-year-old Summer Brennan of Waikoloa joins us. What's up, Summer?
Oh, nothing much. I'm happy to be here.
Now, are you in Waikoloa side right now?
Yeah, I'm at my house and I just finished some classes.
How is it been for you, with are you doing like full online, or you going kind of half kind of thing with
I'm
school?
fully online and
How do you like it?
I mean, it's good. I get out early, but I have to wake up at like 5
Yeah.
every morning, so that's kind of rough. But
Do you
yeah,
miss you know, the other kids and everything?
I mean, I have a couple friends at home I do miss, but I have been enjoying my time here.
That is awesome. Now, um, with this time, you probably have a lot of time to sit at your recording device, your laptop, and make some music. So before we get all into that, tell us a little bit about yourself, where you're originally from, and about you a little bit, maybe how you got into music at such a young age.
Okay, yeah. I'm from Alberton, California, and I started singing when I was about 4 or 5, and I got into this musical theater sort of program and did a bunch of shows with them, and that kind of got me really into it. I was actually really into musical theater, but then in recent years, got to explore production and songwriting, and that's where I'm at right now.
Is that from watching that as a baby? Watching those kind of shows that inspired you to get into that?
Yeah, I watched The Voice a lot, and I went. I watched a lot of plays too. A lot of kids at school in the musical theater inspired me to start singing and join the a cappella group there, and that kind of started a chain reaction to where I am right now, songwriting and producing.
Well, that now let's get to that now. Um, in today's age or today's day, we have such amazing technology that anybody can now record at home and release projects like straight to the internet. There's no reason to deal with record companies and things like that, and you can actually sometimes get lucky and get a collab or something with somebody kind of famous that happens to dig your stuff when you share it. When did you first get your laptop, get your stuff? How did you get into learning and then do the process of being a digital musician, I guess you would say?
Well, I was recording a cover of Can't Help Falling in Love, and the engineer, whose name is Deegan Adams, he offered to teach me, and I've been learning from him since I was in 6th grade, and
Nice.
that's who I've been learning from, and he's taught me so much, and that's how I've grown. Yeah.
What are the key things that Deegan teaches you, um, as far as like your foundation as a musician or a recording artist? Like, what are the key things? It says like, no matter what genre, whatever you do, these are the things that you have to do to maintain being a professional and working.
Well, I feel he's expressed dedication to music because you have to really want it to, put all the work into, writing songs and stuff. And but he's taught me that how to not like sound necessarily repetitive when I
Mhm.
produce because at first I found a kind of loop and I was like, oh,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
now I know how to write a song. But then I'm like, well, they kind of sound similar. So he kind of makes me branch out and like add a couple more chords here. And
Yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
and so he's really helped me grow in that way as well.
Now, how did you get your particular your genre? What made you? Because when I first met you, and I heard your first, well, one of your demos, it's very mature, and it's R&B. So, what is going on in a 14-year-old's life that wants them to do that kind of music as opposed to like a Megan Trainor kind of thing, or
Well, I have a hard time categorizing myself in one genre because before I started songwriting, I sang all different types of genres. So I feel like I'd be more like pop R&B, but I think that honestly, I'm just learning from the artists now and adapting my music to see and learning from them. So I would that doesn't really make sense, but
No, it does. It does.
I feel like I feel like I'm constantly changing
Yeah,
what
yeah,
kind
yeah,
of music I'm making
yeah.
based on what I'm learning from what's on the radio and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And in this day and age, you don't have to stick with a genre because the internet is worldwide now. So, you don't have to like, oh, I'm going to be a country star or I'm going to be this. Taylor Swift's a perfect example of jumping like country, pop, a little bit hip hop. I love her to death just for the fact that she's able to, be that much of variety. On your track that we've been playing on Hawaii Island Homegrown, it
Yeah.
is a local cover. So, now as we're talking about this, you're expanding your horizons and you've been here a while. So is that what kind of inspired you to do some local music?
Yeah, well, we've always had is playing in our house, and I have family in Hawaii, and it only felt right to pay some respect to this beautiful island. And this island's given me so much inspiration that I wanted to give a little music back. So that's kind of why I wanted to do this.
And tell us how you met Mark and Bula.
Well, Mark is our um, he's our property manager.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah. That's right.
Yeah,
That's right.
I had to figure out the name. I forgot. But yeah, so we met him through the place where we have a house at,
Yeah,
and we met Bula through him.
yeah.
So yeah, that's a
And when
chain.
he met, was he just automatically singing around you or?
Well, he was actually we were having some issues with some wires and stuff, and we asked him to help us, and he mentioned that he was into music, and so that's kind of where that started, and then we did a collaboration.
So just to let you know a little bit about Mark that may not have told you, Mark is kind of a similar story of starting young because he comes from a high school where at that particular school they have the best music program in the state. So he's been brought up by at a very young age to learn the business, learn how to record and everything. So just like you. So now on this cover on White Sandy Beach, what did you with you and those guys, how did you kind of come up with the vibe that you wanted to do?
We wanted to do something that was, you know, along the lines of the original cover
Mhm.
because I feel if you change it too much, then it kind of loses that,
Yeah,
you know, vibe that everyone's looking for because they've heard it from who's like
yeah,
an amazing singer, you know.
yeah, yeah.
But we wanted to create something unique, but stay along the lines of the original, and I think that's kind of what created our vibe. We added some cool harmonies in there, which was really fun, and I think that's also something that made it its own.
Now our other music that's big here is reggae or island reggae. Have you thought about doing some one drop, doing that kind of music yet?
I haven't, but that's a good idea.
we gotta get you. We gotta start listen to Kapa more, and then you'll hear some of that stuff, and then maybe you can get some ideas of your next cover. So, what is next for you? Speaking of which, I know that we can follow you on Instagram, where I see you do a lot of stuff. Tell us about your page and what you do on there.
Yeah, so on my Instagram, I post a lot of updates about new music, and the White Sandy Beach is available on all platforms tomorrow, so
Awesome.
everyone can download that. And I have some new music coming out next month, so they can follow my Instagram, which is at Summer Brennan Music. But on that page, I post a lot of originals and some covers and stuff that I'm just working on, and some personal stuff too.
I really
Pictures.
dig the collabs that you're able to do, with the other artists that post those videos. Like, okay, I'll do one and then you do one. Those are made that scat one you did back and forth. I really loved.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
it's really fun that you get to have this opportunity to do duets with people, even though they don't know you're like doing them with
yeah,
them.
yeah, yeah.
It's so fun because now, even though we're at home, we can sing with people. You
Yeah,
know.
yeah, yeah. That is awesome. Okay, so Instagram Summer at Summer Brennan Music. Uh The video, I heard that you guys did a video. Is that available yet?
It's not available yet, but
Okay.
it's coming soon.
Okay,
So
you let us know and we'll get that on there. And tune in every Sunday as she's in rotation on Hawaii Island Homegrown, Summer Brennan, and look for that song, of course. Anybody, you want to shout out anybody while you're on with us?
um uh I'll shout out
How about your
Mark.
amazing mama?
I'll shout out my mom, my dad. I'll shout out Deegan, Steve, Ruth. Yeah, they've all really helped me. So yeah.
That is awesome. Thanks so much for talking story with us, and best of luck to you in your endeavors. And we hope to hear more music from you, especially some reggae.
Yeah, thank you.